and the Venus flytrap will eat its victims.
I've been working way too hard for this shit. I've been working way too hard for this shit.
And suddenly the cook is on fire.
I've been working way too hard for this shit. I've been working way too hard for this shit. I've been working way too hard for this shit.
Put the chicken in the basket. Put the chicken in the basket.
All right. Hey, everybody. Thanks for coming in. And I'm sorry I was late. I have some stuff going on and I couldn't be here on time. So I've been doing a lot of garden stuff over the past couple days, and I raked out of bed, and then my mom decided to come over at the last minute. And so I had to give Fred a bath because we did millions of things today. And I was just running behind. I have 6 people watching. Make sure you give me the thumbs up. There's only 2 thumbs up. And I'm well aware of my lateness, and that's probably why a lot of people aren't here. And I'm sorry, but I couldn't do it all. Yeah, I've been gardening all day too. That's the sunburn. I'm gonna pay for that later, probably. And what's funny is I actually wore sunscreen. So yeah. Hello. And the link is out there. So if anybody wants to come up, they can. I would love to have guests. Be great. What's up, Thor? Thank you. Thank you, Thor. This is a big celebration. I am celebrating my 1,600 subscriber milestone. Dude, it's been a really, really long road to 1,600. It really has. But if you think about it, I'm a little bit over halfway, not really over halfway. But I'm a little bit over halfway to 2,000. So that's my goal. I'm not saying I'm going to be there by the end of this year. I've been taking it easy. I am doing a lot more videos, stuff like that. But I am excited about the 1,600. Today's topic is seeds that keep giving. So if you have any idea, or if you want to come up on panel, you can. I put the link out there. I'd appreciate some guests. But seeds that keep giving, that is the title tonight. There's the link again. And we can talk about that. The reason why I chose that topic is because I had planted, yeah, that's a really good example, but I don't know if that keeps, I guess it does in a sense, but I was thinking about seeds that come back. So, okay, what I was thinking about more along the lines is I have planted lots of seeds, and some of those plants come back every year. So I thought we could talk about that a little bit. And I do have, which is awesome, some herbs that keep giving and keep coming back. One of them particularly is lovage, and my lovage is doing amazing. So if you guys if you are not capable of growing celery, I highly suggest growing lovage because even with our harsh winters here in Ohio, it comes back every year. Seeds that keep giving. Not me anymore. Had that taken. Oh my Lord. Yeah, yeah. You can say that. Yeah, like a perennial. Yep. But yeah, so well, thistle seeds, yeah. There are some seeds that are not fun, by the way. And yes, oh my gosh. I got a huge, I don't know if you guys can see it, but I got a huge, can you guys see it? I don't think you can see it. There you can. I was raking and I got a huge blister on my finger right here, right? And it was because I was trying to pull up the dandelions in my bed. By the way, everybody's like all pro dandelion. And though hey Susan, thanks for coming in and thank you for being a member of my channel. By the way, I need to pull up my other YouTube thing here because I can't see the chat. Give me a second here. There we go. I gotta mute this and it's not muting. All right, good. Dude, a lot of people love dandelions and I get it to some extent, but oh, horrible, horrible little things. And I realize that bees really need them. Now in my yard, I don't mind so much, but in my beds, I do. They have a huge taproot and it doesn't matter. Like I literally had to dig them out with my hoe. So it was horrible. So I dug them and then I tried to pull as much as I could. Some of them snapped off, but I got the most of them that I could. Thor, how do you grow salad? Yeah, Bob said that gardening is good for your mental health. For those people that can't garden, that can't garden at all, and they're cooped up in their houses all day. Yeah, I would say that that is not good for your mental health. Let's see. Yes, nasturtiums. Yes, they keep coming back every year for me anyway. I guess in some instances, they wouldn't, but for the most part, mine come up every year. They have been for the past 3 years. Yeah, I dig out, throw them in the grass, and chop them up. Yeah, it's been hell. Hey, Tibor. So, thank you guys. Thank you all my members for being here. I appreciate you. So yeah, those are the seeds that keep giving. So we got 11 people in the house. So thank you so much for being here. And I know I was late and I'm sorry, but I just had, by the way, we were trying to catch a turkey so I could clip her wing because she keeps getting in the garden and we couldn't catch her. So I have a turkey that I need to take care of. So she doesn't keep getting in the garden. But anyway, Over the past couple days, we've had so many eggs. I literally had 13 dozen. I, at some point here, just started giving them away because I had 13 dozen eggs. Hey, P2E, thank you for coming in. Appreciate you. We started some seeds and transplanted. We are in zone 3, 4. It comes back every year. That's good. Hey, Callie King. Thanks for watching the ads. I appreciate you. I know some of them are probably really, really annoying. I ran the disc over the garden area, tilling tomorrow, taking advantage of the 80-degree day before it returns to rain. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I understand that. Thank you for coming in, Larks. I appreciate you. And thank you, Carla, for coming in. I appreciate you too. But yeah, so oh, did I miss something? I don't think I did. But anyway, over the past couple of days, I've had so many eggs, and I literally washed 13 dozen the other day. So I gave a lot away to my brother and my mom, and then now I still have eggs. I still got eggs, and I'm getting like 2 dozen eggs every couple days, and by the end of the week, it's overwhelming, but it's working out. This time of the year, the chickens really just go crazy. I thought about putting more in the incubator, but I don't think we want that many chickens. Did I get a package this week? You know what? I haven't checked my PO box, and that's my fault. No. I'll check tomorrow. I have to take my son to school in the morning, and when I come back, I'll check my PO box. Yeah, it is exciting. It is exciting to have the baby chicks. We have 5 of them right now at the incubator. I am kind of concerned. I'm kind of concerned that 2 of them are males, so that leaves us, with just a few females. But it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, this is like the wind down Wednesday, like let's chill and have a good time kind of thing. So, yeah, if anybody wants to come up, they can. That'd be awesome. If not, I understand. I have a couple more videos that I want to put out this week, so I'm probably going to do that. What else? What else? Oh, so I forgot what I was talking about. Yes, seeds that keep giving. So I had planted parsley and oh, hey, there we go. Thanks for coming up.
What's going on?
Hey, how are you?
Good. I'm right here with my 12 new family members.
Really?
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah. I don't know if you can see. The lighting's really bad in here. Can you guys hear me okay too?
Hold on. I'm going to turn you up a little bit. There. I can hear you better that way.
You can hear me better? Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
My regular computer that I do the lives on is all busted, so it's getting fixed. We got a new laptop, so my lives right now are kind of like blah. But yeah, so salad burnet is an awesome one that we grow everywhere. It's such a great perennial, and you can use it in place of cucumber, in place of parsley. You can throw it in your salads. It's just awesome.
Yeah.
And then another one that we love too, that we got from Mallory at Quebec Homestead, was St. Anne's shallots. So they continue to come back every year. So you don't have to worry about growing onions. You just plant those, and every year you can harvest them.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Are they like a walking onion?
I would say they're very similar to a walking onion. Yeah.
That's cool.
So it's basically like a perennial shallot.
I want to write that down so I can
Yeah.
grow that because that sounds awesome.
Yeah.
What is it called? St. Anne's shallot?
St. Anne shallot. There's one place in Canada here called Terra Promise that sells them. I
Okay.
don't know if they ship to the US, but you could probably find something in the US that's similar.
Yeah.
And I would assume like the walking onions are the same.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
really, really cool.
Yeah.
That'd be something I would definitely add in my food forest.
Oh, exactly. That's just it. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
The more we plant perennials, the more we love it because it takes so much stress off of starting stuff in the spring and continuing to weed or make sure you transplant properly or harden them off. It's just like the more perennials you have, the better.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit about that today because I noticed like a lot of things that are coming back from over the winter, and I'm so happy that it's like almost my third year in a row that they've just come back and things are growing great. So chives, or wild onions, they come back every year.
Chives are awesome because you can even take one of the plants, cut half of it, and continue to harvest half of it and let the other half go to seed. And then it's just, you have so much seed left for the next year.
Yeah. And most of the ones that come back every year are no nonsense.
Yeah.
Like you don't really have to do a whole lot to them.
No.
You may have to pick weeds out in between or something, but for the most part, you don't have to do anything to them.
No, exactly. We have some that grow in containers outside in zone 3. We have some that are in the greenhouse. We have some that are in just a regular garden, and all of them come back year after year.
Yeah.
Chives are like the most awesome little plant there is.
Yes. And they smell wonderful. I love the
They
way
do. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Hey, William of Ravenshire. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. But yeah, so I have oregano, which comes back every year. I have 2 different types that are planted on different sides of the garden. That comes back every year. I have lemon balm. That comes back every year.
Oh, yeah.
And it smells so freaking good.
Oh, there we go.
And I have the lovage, which comes back every year as well. And I really like that one because if you can't grow celery, that tastes just like celery, and you can put it in your soups and whatever, and it gives it the same flavor.
Nice.
It's just a leaf. So it's pretty neat, and it comes back every year.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
There's so many ones out there. Once you start researching and finding stuff like that, it's just, I mean, this year too, I know we're kind of off the topic of seeds that continue to, but it's like perennials too. It's ones that keep giving.
Yeah.
We found 2 bushes in the backwoods. We were cleaning up trails, and it's wild raisins, and they're just wild in the back forest. So I'm like, yes, gotta love that.
Yeah. I love that too.
Yeah.
I think that's so cool. Like
Yeah.
there's just sorry, I got sunburned this afternoon and it kind of hurts, which is really weird. I usually get really bad sunburn right when spring hits because you don't think that it's that hot out. Oh, it's just spring.
It's okay.
You know it, you're fried.
I'm still a bit cool from the snow and the wind, but the sun is beating down on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 80 tomorrow here, which is kind of rare for this time of year.
Nice.
So I'm kind of excited about it.
Nice.
So
the other one that a lot of people don't do, which is kind of handy if you have I wouldn't say the space, but the time and energy to deal with it is all the kind of grains. So if you start doing like millet and other stuff,
Mm-hmm.
it will just keep coming back year after year after year. And
Yeah.
the amount of seeds that it provides for you is just phenomenal.
Quirky, you're so white, you are clear. Thanks. Are you saying, Bob, that I'm see-through? Sun was hot today. Yeah, Tibor. It was pretty hot today too. I did so many things today. It actually had a wonderful day. My husband tilled up because we're expanding the garden. So my husband tilled up, and now he's laying the hardware cloth. What the hell am I talking about? The garden
The
fabric.
landscape cloth. Yeah.
Yeah, we're laying that down. It's so much easier. So we're laying the rest of it down, and then I don't know. I bought this. Okay, this is for strictly. I keep calling it Shed Wars. Now it's called the Global Gardening Homestead Community. But I know, isn't that really long? But I bought this squash. It's called Boston Marrow, and it can get up to 50 pounds.
Oh wow,
It's between 40
that's
and 50 pounds.
crazy.
I read online and it took some woman 3 hours to carve it.
Oh,
So I'm growing that in there.
jeez.
So I'm hoping that that takes off, and then I think I'm gonna do some watermelons and stuff that I haven't, because I have raised beds, and I haven't really been able to do like watermelons or any of that kind of thing, because typically you grow that in the ground. So I'm gonna do squash and watermelon, or
Nice.
something in the ground on that side. So I'm super excited about that. Yep. Are we losing
We've
it?
got a cool one up here called Montreal melon, and it's. Are you losing
No,
me?
I think I got you back.
We've got a cool one up here called Okay, we've got a cool one up here called Montreal melon, and apparently developed in Montreal. But it looks like a honeydew,
Mm-hmm.
but it tastes like no, it looks like a cantaloupe, the orange, but it tastes like a honeydew. It's really cool, and it
That
grows
sounds
up in our area. But I'm going to
Yeah.
jump off. But before I do, while you're tending your gardens, I don't know if you can see the snow out there still.
Oh no. That stresses me out.
Yeah, well, that's what we deal with. But I'm going to jump off because I know my video is bad and stuff like that. So I'll continue on in the chat.
Well, thank you for coming up. I appreciate you.
No worries. We'll talk to you in a bit.
All right. Well, you have a good night.
You too, eh?
Bye. If you guys aren't familiar with Thorhaven Farm, y'all need to go over there and check them out, because they're about as real as they get. They have a great farm. They grow amazing things. So y'all need to check them out. Plus, Darren is super fun. So, yeah, it was beautiful here today. So what I did today is I went out there and immediately, okay, I don't know what it's freaking called. There is a weed in my bed that is viney. My son is flipping out. I can hear him. Okay. There is a weed in my bed that's like really viney, and it has purple flowers. So I spent like most of the morning pulling that out of my beds. And then my husband tilled up the one side, and then we got ready and we went and got something to eat, and then we went to the park and we spent, it's not morning glory though. I don't know what it's called. It's horrible, whatever it is. It's viney. You know what? It's not bugleweed, but it could be chokeweed. Now that I think about it, let me Google real quick, because I'm not sure what it's called. Chokeweed. Yep, that's exactly what it is. Annoying as hell. Yes, I hate it. But that's exactly what this picture that I just Googled is a perfect picture, and there's like purple flowers. Horrible. So I was pulling that and it smells. It's like bitter. It's horrible. Thor. I really hate that stuff. So I spent most of the morning like picking that crap out of my oregano. I have this spicy hot oregano. Yes, and it spreads like wildfire. I hate it. So I pulled most of it out as I could. Um, and for the most part, I think I got most of it. I know that it's a never ending battle. Like I probably won't be able to get it all out of there. But yeah, so I spent most of my morning doing that and pulling it out of my oregano because like what I think it's doing is it's choking out my oregano and stuff like that. So I don't want it to do that. I have this really unique oregano that I love. It smells like pizza. It's called spicy hot oregano and it smells so good. And I don't want this chokeweed to get in there and start killing off some of my stuff. So I basically pulled most of it out there. I pulled some of my oregano out with it because I didn't have a choice. So um, I was ripping that out. Oh gosh, spicy hot oregano. If you can get your hands on it, it is amazing. It comes back every year and it smells like exactly like pizza should taste. Like it's amazing stuff. Hey, Mrs. Cosmic. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. Thank you for being a member. I was able to plant carrots and mustard greens yesterday, but it's 85 today and I didn't want to plant in the heat. Yes, and your carrots won't germinate at 85 degrees either. I would plant on a much cooler day if you can. Oh yeah, I forgot. You guys got to smell it. Yeah, it's just amazing stuff. And by the way, I should probably send that in the mail to you instead of the valerian root. One thing I wanted to let you know also, Mrs. Cosmic, is that valerian root spreads like wildfire. It won't in its first year. In its first year, it's still trying to develop, but its second year, it will shoot up and it will get these beautiful white flowers on it. And the bees love it. They love valerian root. They love it. However, once it goes to seed, it will come up everywhere. So just remember that because I have it in my flower beds. I have it in the beds where it wasn't anywhere near it. The wind blew the seeds over there. So just be careful with the valerian root and be mindful of where you plant it because it spreads like wildfire as well. And I put a lot of that in my food forest. Yeah, it's good stuff. It's just it will take over everywhere. And I think, I don't know, I started a bunch of it in my food forest. I planted ginseng, golden seal. I have some Egyptian walking onions and mint out there. And then I'm going to transplant some of my thyme and put that out there as well. So that way I got a wide variety of different things out there. And I want something that spreads. So I'm hoping that the thyme will spread everywhere and it'll be awesome. So yeah, we went and got something to eat and we went to this park and we had a really good time. Fred played on the playground and got all crazy and got extremely dirty. Then we came back home and I pulled all the weeds out of my one bed. It was my onion bed from last year. I got so fed up with onions that I just let it go. I couldn't do anymore. I was fed up. So yeah, that bed was horrible. Only time will tell. So yeah, I was like done with that. Oh, man, my nose itches. So And then we mowed the lawn and got everything in order, and we're getting the garden in order. So I can't wait to plant some of that cool stuff on the side. So it's going to be awesome. I don't know. I have this particular watermelon star something or another that I want to plant there, and then I'm going to plant the Boston Marrow as well. I'm hoping it gets really big. We'll see. This is the first time I planted in the ground right there. So we'll see if that's going to come up. Yes, you do. You need to spend more time in the herb section. My herbs are coming back. I know I'm going to regret planting pineapple mint because I've already seen what it's doing, and it's spreading like wildfire as well in my beds. So I have a feeling I'm going to constantly be picking that out. I haven't seen any traces of chamomile yet. I did let it go to seed. I didn't pop all the flowers off, so we'll see about that. But yeah, so tonight's topic is seeds that keep giving, and we are also celebrating my 1600 mark. So thank you guys for coming in and doing that. Thank you for who's here? Oh, it's Bob. Hi.
Hey, Corky.
How are you?
Good.
Good.
Seeds that keep on giving. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I just thought that was a really good topic for tonight because there's so many things that I have planted, and that saves you on seeds as well. So you already have that stuff in your garden. It keeps coming back. You don't have to buy it year after year or anything like that. So chives, I mean, they'll just take over everywhere. That's one thing we talked about. I have lovage. It keeps coming back every year, and it tastes like celery. And all my mints come back every year, my thyme. And Joe, I just have like a bunch of herbs that keep coming back that I don't have to do anything with. Parsley is a biannual herb, and they say after the second year it kind of dies out. If you let it go to seed, though, it will come back again, and I do have more in my bed. Yeah, you know what, Tammy, though? My dill never comes back. In fact, I suck at growing dill. I planted it last year, and I got zero from it. So I don't know. Maybe I'm not good at growing mint either, apparently, because I've killed off mint before, and everybody is surprised by that. I can kill air plants, and I can kill mint, and don't ask how. I don't know why it dies off, though. I don't know, but it does. I figured as much as the valerian. I'll have to find a good home for it. You know what might be a good place for it is out there with your fruit trees. You could make a place out there and put it, because I have some, I split it up. I put some in my beds to give it a test to see what it was going to do. And it literally got 6 foot tall. It was taller than me. And then I put a little bit out in my food forest. It's doing okay, but it's not 6 foot tall because my beds are just I planted my rhubarb on top of rabbit poop. And so everything in those beds are just it's filled with fertilizers and stuff. So that's why that valerian root did so good in that bed. But if you just plant it on the edge of your forest or on the edge of the fence line or something like that, it will still come back every year. It just won't get as big as something as putting it in your raised beds or something like that.
Yeah, I get it.
Hey, Mary Ranch, love you. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, strawberries keep giving too, and that might be something that you want to dedicate a spot to, or dedicate a bed to, because either we're going to regret it because it'll just take over everywhere. And it's funny, I have a tower dedicated to my strawberries, and my strawberries are growing on the ground around my tower. So they will spread everywhere. And yes, they're one that keeps giving. And that is funny that you said that because Mary's Heirloom Seeds a while back, I think a couple years ago, had wild strawberry seeds. And I started them and I planted them all over in my food forest. And every year they do great. And I don't eat from them because literally the strawberries are like this big. And I don't get to them before the birds do. But I have them and they do great and they're spreading and that's what I wanted it to do. So but yeah, it looks really cool in the food forest. So yeah, they have runners for sure and they will just keep reproducing and reproducing. So if you are a strawberry lover, plant them in a bed
Yeah.
that is dedicated specifically for strawberries.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as far as flowers go, I finally got some petunias, just two.
Hmm.
They're just now coming. The starts are coming out on the shelves now. But
Yeah.
I planted them with some nasturtiums in the same flower pots. So I can just let's see wherever my pictures are at.
I love petunias. They're like one of my favorites.
Oh, I love them. There's so
Yeah.
many colors and so many variations. Wow.
Baker Creek, I think it was like last year or something. They had black ones. And
Oh,
they
yeah.
were
Mhm.
so beautiful. I don't know why I love black flowers, but I do. They're just so beautiful.
That's one of them there. And then I
Ooh.
pushed nasturtium seeds all the way around it.
Yeah, I hope
planted
it
that
like
yesterday.
grows up and over the pot, the nasturtium.
That's what I'm hoping
Yeah,
for.
that'll
Yeah.
look really pretty.
It's a tall pot, or actually it was an old mixing bowl. And I've got another one that's a hanging basket in the same arrangement. So that should look pretty cool with a petunia in the center and nasturtiums hanging down over the sides. I think that would be killer, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll look really cool.
Hmm.
Yeah. I have do you have like the tall trailing mix of nasturtium that gets really big?
I'm not sure which ones. I bought two different brand names of them,
Oh,
but
okay.
we'll see. We'll just see.
I have one, it's called Peach Melba, and it's a tall trailing mix. It can get up to 14 feet long. And
Wow.
and it just like and it was kind of a mistake. Like I
Mhm.
planted it, but now it comes back every year and it just takes over everything, which is okay because it keeps the bugs down. But
Mhm.
at the same time, like it's like eat me, Seymour. Like, it takes over everywhere.
Grab your ankle as you walk by. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Out of control.
That's
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, Outdoor Eagle. I'm so glad that you got to plant today. That's so cool. And I'm so excited for this year. I have so much in mind of where I want things to go. And my peas are already starting to pop up. So excited about that. There's just a lot of good things coming this year. And I can't wait to show and share with you guys. And of course, we have the carrot challenge. I don't know if you guys are out there or in the carrot challenge, but oh, speaking of which, I made a carrot challenge video and Terry King commented on it. I was so excited. I am a huge gardener fan, and Terry King, to me, is like the gardening king. And he commented on my little carrot video. I'm like,
Right on.
thank you. I was so excited.
Very cool.
Yeah, super cool. Yeah, I'm excited too, CR. Yeah, I hope you guys grow. I hope you're all successful. Hey, Blue, thanks for coming in.
The
I hope you all are
blue.
successful in whatever you plant. If it's flowers, whatever.
Yep.
But I hope you all are very successful in whatever you plant.
Well, very soon here, Corky. I think it's April 21st is when you can start planting seeds here in Zone 8A where I live.
Oh, okay.
I think it's 8A. Anyway, I'll be able to drop some peas seeds in the ground, but I also got some starts in the same big pot, and then some beans, some green
Nice.
beans. Yeah, I'm ready for that stuff, man.
Yeah. Dude, I never thought this before, but I planted. Okay, I had calculated. It was like a couple years back. I calculated how many months I had till fall, and I had just about 60 days till fall. And I was like, what am I gonna plant? Like, I need to do something. I don't want the garden to die just yet. So I put in the garden these dragon tongue bush beans, and they're green and they have these red specks all over them. They're really cool looking. And it literally it didn't take very long. Like, seriously, it took like 50 days or something. And it got to be fall and it got some really cooler nights. And those beans were so delicious. I don't know if it's because it got cooler out, that they just tasted sweeter. But man, I was picking those things and I was snapping them. I was putting them on salads raw. They were just so good. They were probably the best bean that I had ever tasted. So if you guys can get your hands on that and you have like a short little time span that you want to grow something but you don't know what, those dragon tongue bush beans have a really short growing period and they're really delicious.
Oh, I'll
Really
keep that
good.
in mind for
Yeah.
next year. The ones that really intrigued me that you grew in your garden on the archway were those Chinese green beans. Noodle, yeah, the real long ones. But I just don't have the seeds yet. This is the first year we're doing stuff like that, so we've got time,
I have literally tons of them. I saved them all and I got thousands of seeds of those noodle beans. I just let them go to seed after a while. However, I did make dilly beans out of them. I cut them to about the size of a mason jar and I made dilly beans out of them. But the ones that we didn't eat that got too big, I let them go to seed basically. And the seeds got really big in them. So now I have this paper bag in here. It's actually a grocery bag just full of them. I don't know what I'm going to do with them all. Yeah, those noodle beans are really cool. And they look like, if you have arches in your garden, they look really majestic. Like,
oh wow,
what are you growing? Like, those are really cool. So, yeah.
I have a feeling before we move out of here and go overseas, we're probably going to have an arch or two in our Mrs. was mentioning, how about grapes?
Ooh.
Yeah. And I can get the steel and I can weld any arch you want, set it in concrete and all that. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, grapes would be beautiful.
I've got benders, metal benders, so I can, roll anything in an arch and weld it all together. So we'll see what happens. She likes to keep me busy.
Yeah. Amaranth is really cool too, Mrs. Cosmic, but I tell you what, man, I grew it one year and I just wasn't that happy with it. It's not something that's it's not gonna feed us. You know what I mean? Not like tomatoes do, not like green beans do, not like the peas do. So it's one of those that's cool. Like, I grew it, yay. But for the most part, I don't think I'm gonna grow it again because it's just not something that I want to keep going on with in my garden. But it looks really cool. But the grain is not, it just, I don't know. I can't really make anything out of it.
Is that Mrs. Cosmic is here?
Yeah, Mrs. Cosmic.
Mrs. Cosmic. Right on. Yeah, got big plans, but only two hands to do all this stuff, Courtney. Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah, it's only been the first couple of days that we've had really nice weather.
Same here.
And my schedule just blew up. Like, I didn't have time for a whole lot today. So the garden is taking precedence right now. And I'm super excited to get everything is in my basement right now. It's in the lights. I'm just excited to get it out in the garden and get things going. So all I have to do is water and pull some weeds and let it fruit. I guess you would say. But I have so many sunflowers that I want to plant, and all this kind of stuff. So I can't wait to get it going. I have saved civilizations, but it's just so hard to grow in colder areas for food. Mrs. Cosmic is what? Driving, going to pick free wood up from the boss. Oh, okay. Oh, so that must be Chris. Okay. Oh my God. One thing everybody can pick on Gina about, Mrs. Cosmic, is if she's driving right now, I guarantee you she is only going about 35 miles an hour.
What?
I love you, Gina, but she's very cautious. It cracks me up. But yeah, so this year the garden's going to do great. I have a lot of things in mind. No, Chris is driving way too fast. Don't forget to smash the like button. That's right, Blue. Thank you. Thank you, guys. And thank you guys for still being members to my channel and supporting this this thing. I'm working on another t-shirt, I think, and an account of what happened to me today. I don't think I told you guys. I thought I did, but maybe I didn't. So I went out to feed the birds this morning, and I just like lay their food out now because we don't put it in bowls or anything. It keeps the rat population down. So the rats don't get any food, zero. So I just lay it on the ground, and then the birds just pick and eat it. So I was doing that, and Ted doesn't like Valentino Jr. They don't get along very well. And I had my back turned to Valentino Jr., and he saw Ted, and I kept trying to coax him to come out of the yard, the chicken yard, to come out of it so he could get some food, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I had turned my back, and Ted must have given him the stink eye or something. And Valentino flew up, and both of his feet landed on my back.
Oh. Wow.
I was like, okay. He didn't hurt me. I was wearing a white tank top though, and his feet were pretty gross.
Yeah.
So anyway, he didn't hurt me, but I have a t-shirt idea, so to speak.
Mhm.
So, but yeah, I'm so glad that he didn't have big spurs. He's still a baby, not a baby, but he's still small.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have the big spurs on him, but if he would have, he might have hurt me.
Yeah, go with that, man. Make it into a t-shirt. That's a good idea. You never know. It might take off.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Uh-huh.
Okay, Eagle. Thank you for coming in. Invest in gloves. Yeah. Yeah, my hands are all messed up today. They're dirty no matter how many. I washed my hands like 5 times, and then I have a giant blister on my thumb from raking.
I bought a 6-pack of gloves on Amazon, so I've got them stacked up right over there.
Nice.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The best gloves I ever had, and I can't find the other one. I'm kind of mad. I can only find the one pair. That seems to be something that I lose every year is gloves. But they were leather on the insides and regular cloth on the outside, but they fit my fingers because my hands are so small. They fit my hands so perfect. They're the best gloves. I think I got them at Lowe's, maybe. But they're the best gloves I ever had, and I can only find one pair. The Fluffy Butt Club. That's really cute. Yeah. I might do that, and I might get the chicken paw shirts out, and I might put them on the back of the t-shirt That'd be kind of cool. I don't know what kind of brand they were, but they were like the best, seriously, the best gloves I ever had.
Oh, get this, Corky. I had to stop working in the backyard and come to the front because my son had some packages over there that I needed to give him a code number to receive them, whatever it is. So I was out there in the front grass and I was digging out all the thatch. And this is what I wound up doing right here, digging the thatch out around the green.
Yeah.
Okay. And this right here is one of the handiest damn garden tools I have ever
Oh,
owned. It looks like a sickle, but it's not. It's made for soil work. It's made in Japan out of carbon steel. It's perfect for like that. Well, how I was combing that grass out of there, it's great. It's when you learn how to hold it at different angles
would that pull a dandelion out?
it'll cut it off. Yeah,
Huh.
it definitely will because I was cutting dandelions off, just tick, and they pop it
Yeah.
up, throw it. The dandelions, I throw them right on the grass and run them over with the lawnmower, chop it
Yeah.
up, and let it lay there. This is really one of the handiest damn garden tools I've ever owned. It looks
Huh.
like a sickle or a scythe, but it's really not. It's made for soil work. Trust me on that, guys.
Yeah.
Anyone watching, if you see that on Amazon, get one. They're about 20 something bucks. They're made in Japan.
Yeah. I'll have to do that because that would be
Mhm.
really convenient
It is.
to just get in there and I mean,
Mhm.
it might just pull. That's one thing with a dandelion, they have that
Mhm.
tap root, so
Yeah.
they're really hard to get out. So if
Mhm.
you could just like dig that and like pull it out,
Yeah.
you know,
Once you learn how to use it, because
makes it
you can
more
see how it's angled. Once you really learn how to use this thing, man, it'll glide right through almost any soil. It's
yeah.
awesome. It's fantastic, man. They do make a longer one with a long handle on it too. So just anyone out there looking for a Bob recommended gardening tool, that's the bomb right there, man. That is
Yeah,
the stuff. Mhm.
that's really cool. Yeah, take care, Tibor. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna work on making a t-shirt, so it'll be good. I'll have to draw something up and get it out, It'll be super cool. Um, yeah, so that's what I was doing all day. That's why I'm like half sunburnt. By the way, this is typical me, by the way. I'm not sunburnt on this shoulder, but I'm sunburnt on this shoulder.
Mm.
That's how it always
Yeah.
works. I don't know why, but that's how it always works. But yeah, so we are celebrating tonight. I'm at 1,600 subscribers. I am so excited.
Right on, Corky.
I don't even know how it really happens. I told a few people, I'm like, I'm almost there. I'm like 4 away, and I was like so excited. And then before I knew it, I was at like the 99 mark and I was 1 away. And I was like, this is crazy. So I'm so excited that I'm at 1601. So tomorrow I might not be because you know how YouTube works, but I'm super excited to be at 1600. Every chopped piece of dandelion can grow a new plant. Oh,
Yeah.
Mhm. People are always like, dandelions they are really good for the environment. They're really good for bees. And if they're in my yard, I leave them be. That's fine. But as far as being in my garden beds,
Yeah. I take mine out of my front because I live in suburbs. I've got a long tool that I just poke them, pop them out of the soil. But in the back, I don't care.
yeah.
I don't care. As long as they're green, that's cool. I leave the clover and I leave the buttercups and all that stuff. Just it's all
Yeah.
good.
So,
Mhm.
I don't know.
Yeah, the only reason why I pull them out is because of the neighbors. They're almost all the neighbors here are those type that put all that fertilizer, life-ending stuff on their front grass, and it's got to be just the right grass. And I don't do the fertilizer, Scott's turf green, poisonous stuff.
Yeah.
I'll just get in there with a hand tool and rake it out, and I'm gonna that area I showed you a moment ago that's being dug out with all the thatch. I just got a whole bag of grass seed, and probably tomorrow I'll put a whole bunch of grass seed and just start over again. I don't do the
Yeah.
chemical stuff. I won't do that. I won't.
I don't like that either
Hmm.
because it can hurt our garden.
Yep.
And my mom is like one of those people. Her yard has to be immaculate,
Hmm.
and she'll spray. But the thing is, we always make sure that when she gets it sprayed, that it's nowhere near our fence line, because
Mm.
I have bushes and stuff. I have elderberry
Yeah.
and blueberry bushes and everything along that side of our property, and I don't want those sprayed. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's kind of scary.
Plus the fact that like my wife's got a super sensitive nose. If we put that fertilizer stuff and we have a bedroom window open at night, oh man, it would choke her half to death. Just the stink of that stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That
Yeah.
hey, it's like Monsanto. Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, I mean, I can barely walk through the aisle at the store
Yeah.
when it's on the shelves.
Mhm.
So I understand completely.
Anything that smells that bad and unnatural is telling you something.
Oh yeah, and
It's-
that's what I told Dustin the other day. We were at Walmart and we were like in the garden section,
Mm.
and they have like all the turf builder stuff and fertilizers and everything on the shelf. And we're walking down the aisle, and I'm like, I would not want to work in this area because you smell this every day.
Mhm.
Like, I don't think that's good for you
I'm
to
sure
smell
it's
that
not.
stuff.
Yeah. Anything that comes out of a factory, like, ooh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I worked for paint for years,
Mhm.
mixing paints and stuff, and that stuff stinks too. And a lot of it a lot of it doesn't have I can't remember what they used to call it, the fumes, um, as what it used to. But when you open that can up, you could still smell it. It's still not pleasant. And a
Mhm,
lot of
mhm.
those stains and stuff really stink.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Well, like, look at me, I worked in hydraulic systems for years and, cancer.
yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, that had to come from somewhere, I wonder, because
Yeah.
it's a carcinogen, it got on me and, I'm still fighting it.
Yeah, I worked in several paint departments, CR, and I mixed paint, not spray paint, like gallons and 5-gallon buckets. And 2 gallons. Every once in a while, I get a weirdo 2-gallon bucket. Those are mainly stains, but not paint, it's stain.
Yeah, yeah. Just talking to somebody on Skype here while we're chit-chatting. Mm. Sorry, but a little
That's
distracted.
That's right. Oh, yeah. Spray paint smells too, but not as nearly as bad as, like, those big cans. Those big cans of paint. And then the machines give off an odor too because of all
Mhm.
that pigment that you put in. One time I
Yeah.
did too, the machines spray those pigments and they have different numbers and they spray it just right into the can. One
Mhm.
time I took a picture of it because it was like so cool. It was like rainbow. It was like rainbow looking. It was really cool.
Oh, wow. Yeah, the most harmful thing about,
VOCs. That's
a
it,
lot
P2E. Thank
a
you.
lot of that kinda stuff is like, we use a chemical on the aircraft structure, it's called Dynol AV8, um,
Mhm.
um, and you spray it on and it turns hard, but what's really harmful to you is the solvent that keeps it a liquid. When the solvent flashes off, that's what's really bad news. And we got to spray the Dynol and come back in later and start assembling the airplane. and all those years inhaling that stuff. It's like,
Yeah, that's not good.
not good. I mean, it says right on there, causes cancer. You know.
Yeah, yeah, that's not good. Yeah, P2E. There are some paints out there that say they have hardly any VOCs in them, and then other paints they still
Stop
have
it.
the VOCs. It's quite obnoxious and smells horrible. I think it's Valspar and Sherwin-Williams. But actually, Valspar or Sherwin-Williams bought out Valspar, so they're all the same company now. But they won't tell you that. But they're the same company. But yeah, so they all have those smelly
Oh yeah,
compounds.
yeah. But yeah, I just stay away from that stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
seeds. That's the only thing I can think to add to that topic is nasturtiums, because I used to grow them as a kid because I loved them so much.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't have to have any effort because those things throw out tons of their own seeds, and the next spring, boom, they're right back. You know.
Yep.
Hmm.
Yeah, mine have come back every year, and it's really nice. They take over the entire garden, basically. I had them growing up in my tomatoes, so
Right on.
it was kind of cool.
Did they really work to help to keep away other insects?
Yeah, they do, and I use them as a kind of like a ground covering. Like I planted them in the ground, and they spread
Mhm.
throughout the garden, so they worked perfect as a ground covering.
Right on.
Yeah.
But what I liked about them too was the hummingbirds. The hummingbirds, man, they
I
loved
love
those.
them.
They must have been full of nectar. You know.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, the bees love them too, and usually that's like the last thing that goes in the fall is the nasturtium. It holds on for dear life. And so it'd be really cold out and you'll see all the bees like hovering over the nasturtium like, oh, they get so excited,
Getting
'cause
that
it's
last little bit of nectar for winter.
yeah,
Store it up for winter. Yeah.
yeah, it's super cool. So anybody else out there, you have any ideas like seeds that keep giving, the stuff that you've planted that keeps coming back? Go ahead and put it in the side chat because I think it's a really cool thing and it keeps you from having to constantly buy seeds. So, and those are really good for like food forests and stuff like that. So, yeah, I'm sorry, you guys, I was late coming in. I was going to go live at 7 and I was literally 45 minutes late because I had to give my son a bath and get him ready for bed and all of that. So, and a surprise visit from my mom. So I wasn't expecting. But yeah, I was trying to think of what else that I've planted. Let me seed. CR. You're so funny. I was trying to think of what else that I have planted. And I'm actually going to look up the St. Anne shallot because that's really cool. I do have Egyptian walking onions, and those have done really good so far. Somebody sent those to me. And so, yeah, I overwintered parsley plant. It is going to seed right now. Huh. Well, that's good because it'll grow new ones. So you'll have parsley here before too long.
Your rhubarb also goes to seed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it goes to seed, but I won't let it.
Yeah, I grew up on rhubarb farms, and the farmer would have me go out there with a butcher knife and whack, knock those seed stalks down. So I asked him, "What happens to the plant if you leave it?" And he said, "It could kill the plant." So they want to let those root balls get as huge and grow as much rhubarb as possible. So yeah, I spend a few days out there doing that with a butcher knife, whack, day after day out in the mud.
Yeah, I didn't know that, and I had let mine get really tall, and I was like, "What is this thing?" Because it looks really weird growing out of there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "What is this thing?" And my neighbor's like, "You want to get rid of that." She's like,
Mm.
if not, your rhubarb will be spent. It won't do anymore.
Mhm.
And I'm like, I didn't think about that. I didn't know it would do that. So it grew several of them coming out.
Okay.
And then I just chopped them. I just chopped them all down. But damn, it was like on a really hard.
It's like a piece of wood, isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't that a weird plant?
Yes, it is.
It is a weird plant, and I remember seeing some of them that were starting to form the seeds, and there was tons of seeds on those things. I mean,
Wow.
you get like a Ziploc bag of seeds off of one plant, off of one big mature plant if you didn't
Wow. I
whack
didn't
them
know
down.
that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the farmer asked me to chop them off and then take the knife and cut it in pieces about that long so that he could go and cultivate between the rows and it'll blend in with the soil. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's like a piece of bamboo almost. You know.
Yeah, it's really weird. I know
Hmm.
that. And the whole plant, like you said, the whole plant is freaking weird because the leaves are poisonous
Yeah.
and it grows those weird stalk things that you have
Hmm.
to chop down.
Yeah.
And the only thing edible is the stems.
And it will grow in the dark too. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
That's where a lot of the farmers made a good living off of what's called hothouse rhubarb. You let the roots grow till about so big. I mean, they let them 3 to 5 years, and then you dig them out of the ground and bring them into a what's called a hothouse. They were a tar paper shack that were really long, and then you do that in December and stack all. That was a lot of work, man. Big frozen, muddy rhubarb roots off the trailer, make them into rows. Fun work,
Yeah.
and then stack them into rows, close up the doors, and they used to put these big wool blankets over the doors to keep the heat in, and then you turn on a furnace and keep heat in the building. And I don't know how frequently he would water it, but he had built-in sprinkler system. So ever so often he'd turn the sprinklers on in the dark, and that stuff would grow up this golden leaves and really light pink
Wow.
stalks, and that's the stuff that's sold to restaurants and to pastry chefs. And that's when you buy say if you go to a restaurant that serves rhubarb pie, that's what they would buy is hothouse rhubarb. But
Wow.
after it sits there all winter and grows, then it's spent. It gets taken out and chopped up and thrown out back out in the field. And it's spent. It's done.
Oh, huh.
It grows in the dark. Mhm.
That's interesting.
It just needs heat and water.
That's really
Weird plant.
interesting.
It's from a
Hey,
freaking
Garrett.
other. It's from another planet, I tell you.
Yeah, it is really weird plant.
Hmm.
Thanks for coming in, Garrett. Appreciate ya. Um, yeah, I have like 3 other rhubarbs in the front of my barn that get 0 sun, and they've literally have only grown like this much. I'm I'm gonna transplant them, I think, because they're
Oh,
just not doing good. I've had them there for a couple of years, and
how big
I'm
are they?
gonna move them out. Huh?
How big are they?
They literally are grow to be like this big.
Oh, that's not. Yeah,
No.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
When you
Mine's
do
doing
things
real well out there. I've got one in the front garden, and then what? One, two, 4 in the backyard. So
oh, wow.
yeah, they're doing well. They're doing real good. But
That's good.
I planted that mulched up coffee grounds paper stuff underneath them and planted them on top of that stuff. So it should be hitting that composting material right about now. You know,
Oh, wow.
hopefully. You know.
Yeah. It's yeah, that's really cool. I grew all mine from seed. So they're like when you grow like they're just my babies. So I need to transplant the other ones. I think I'm gonna move them to the one side of my food forest so they get some kind of sun. It's just getting out there to do it. I haven't done
Yeah.
anything like that
Mhm.
yet this year. I need to rake out my flower beds. I haven't done that yet. Yeah. Yeah, this is Wind Down Wednesday. It's relaxing.
Mhm.
It's supposed to be fun. I haven't drank any wine in about a month or so because I'm trying to lose weight, and I've lost a lot of weight so far, like 11 pounds or something.
Right
So
on.
I'm trying to lose my other 10 pounds here. So I've been kind of laying off drinking because it makes you want to eat. So for me anyway, when I'm
Mhm.
drinking, I want to eat. So I haven't been drinking as much or at all, actually. Yeah, thank you guys for coming in. And can't think of anything else right now. If you can think of something for 29, I'm not 29. I wish I was. No, I'm not. Thank you though.
Hmm.
No, I'm older than that. I'm almost 40. So, um,
Right back.
I can't think of anything else, guys. Um, I will be right back as well. I need to get something for you guys, and then I'll be right back. I see you too, Blue. Hold on one moment.
All right. Holding down the fort here.
Okay, sorry about that. And am going to be giving out some memberships.
The blue. Yeah,
The blue.
the blue. Well, I'm gonna bounce off Corky. I'm gonna get a snackola and kick back myself. Been gardening all damn day. I'm ready for
Okay.
a snack and some rest. So
All
peace
right.
out,
Well,
everybody. Oh,
all right. See you later.
there goes the lawnmowers. I knew that was going to start sooner or later. Later, everybody.
All right. Have a good one.
Bye bye.
I just gifted you guys some memberships to the channel, so hopefully you enjoy that. It's for the 1,600 subscribers. So Adventures with Outdoor Eagle. Yeah. So thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Hopefully at the end of the month, you can continue being members with us. It'd be great. So thank you so much. So, okay. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. It's just my way of giving back. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I just wish, honestly, I wish that it would give memberships to people that are in the chat. That's what I wish it would do. So, but it didn't. But that's okay. Hey Joe, thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. So I just gave away some memberships. So, like I said, oh, Shawnee Shab, it's a member. Thank you so much. So if you guys want to continue your memberships, you just have to do so after the 30 days. Otherwise, it won't go through, or you won't be a member anymore. Looks like Blue Farm has been a member for 17 months. So thank you so much for being a member of our channel and such great friends. So thank you so much for that. We've had a great times together for sure. I have some more videos coming out, hopefully at the end of this week. I'm going to put those out. Oh, okay. Well, thank you, Outdoor Eagle. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Garden State Gardener. I've been going through a really hard time, and I didn't know if I wanted to keep the channel. So I've had lots of people give me pep talks telling me not to quit, and I kind of took their advice to heart, and I'm going to continue with my channel. There's going to be some new things going on, and it's not going to be like the old way, but it's going to be it's just going to be better. So thank you guys for doing that. Thank you for being members, and thank you for supporting me. I really appreciate it. Hey, Stephanie, thank you for coming in. Yeah, CR, it's just been difficult. Hey, Star, thank you for coming in, and thank you for being a member. I appreciate you. I depend on my memberships. Like, YouTube is not paying enough, So to continue to make this channel worth my while, I depend on the memberships. And that keeps me going. That keeps more content going and stuff like that. So it's really appreciated. Yes, I am going to regroup and brainstorm a new direction. It is going to be just gardening. So I hope you guys enjoy that. And that's what this channel is about anyway. So. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate you. I went and got my purse because I thought I was going to have to type in my credit card information for that. Yeah, thank you, Mrs. Cosmic. I appreciate it. I can't think of any other plants right now that keep giving. However, I'm sure there's lots of plants out there that keep giving. Some of them are not good plants. You don't want those plants. Some of them are not good, but some of them are really good, and they keep giving. And there's lots of plants that you can plant, and they come back every year, and you don't have to buy seeds for every year. And you should just be able to buy the minimum every year and still get those other ones that keep popping up. Hey, Skinner Farms. Thanks for coming in, Josh. Yeah, I start early on Wednesdays because I can't do late talk on Wednesdays anymore. I used to do my old schedule used to be interview, and then I would have an after party, and I could go till like 1 or 2 in the morning. But I can't do that anymore because I have to wake up super early to take Fred to work. Yeah, he works now. Fred to school in the morning. So, yeah, so I can't do that anymore. Yeah, strawberries are what keep giving, and they're wonderful. So if you really like strawberries, dedicate a bed to strawberries. You will love it. Thank you, Garden State Gardener. I hope I do. I've always tried to stay positive. It's been hard. I've had some rough patches with YouTube. But yeah. The thing is with YouTube is you have to work hard at it. It's not something that people can give to you. And yeah, it's just something you have to work hard at it. If you don't work hard at it, it's not going to do anything for you. And you really do have to work it. If you don't work it, you don't get anything out of it. And a lot of people think that they can get on here and not do a darn thing and think that they can get 1,000 subscribers. And, some people, it takes years to do that. So, yeah. So I just tried to stay positive. It has been tough, because YouTube, always takes subscribers away and it can get frustrating. But yeah, so this is my 1600 today. So I'm pretty excited about that. And I worked really hard for that. And I'm not going to let anybody tell me I haven't, because I've given up a lot of my time for this. Fred the boss baby works in the office. Yeah. The boss baby. That is actually a really funny cartoon. I think there is a boss baby, right? I don't know. I'm not a cartoon fan. I'm really not. I hope I will be at 4K. That would be really great. If I'm not, I'm okay with that. I do have set goals for myself. I would like to be at 2,000 by the end of the year. But I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if I'll be there. Maybe 1,800. I can do that. I think. We'll see. I want to tell you, I forgot about it. There are predictions of today's world is far more closer than The Simpsons. Oh my gosh. That whole watch hours thing, them taking subs away and doing shenanigans, sounds like a pain in the tuchus. In the tuchus. Yeah, it is. It is a pain. It works on your mind too, because you work so hard at creating something. And yeah, it does. It plays on your mind a little bit. And you're thinking, is this worth it? Yeah. Been working too dang hard for this crap. So yeah, it makes you wonder. And then you always have other channels that don't get your point of view. Yes, there is a movie. Yeah, I thought there was a movie. Oh, okay, that's fine, Garden State Gardener. I understand. I don't know if he can Uber and drive at the Uber drive. I don't know if he can YouTube and drive at the same time. I know our state just passed something where you can't text and drive at the same time anymore. You'll get fined big time. So, I don't know if he can do that in New Jersey. But that would be kind of cool. Yeah. So anybody else have any ideas? The topic tonight was seeds that keep giving. Anybody else? And we could talk about flower seeds. There's lots of flower seeds that keep giving and keep going on every year. I was more on the lines of talking about food. So if you can, think of something, put it in the side chat. You can set a mount up an Uber trivia with seeds like Cash Cab with the people in the car. No texting required. Oh, well, that might be a cool thing. That would be cool. He's done some stuff for me where he gets people to like talk about my channel and stuff, which I think is super cool. Random people that have no idea who I am or anything, and they're all like, "Yeah." Sometimes they're intoxicated. It cracks me up. It really does. Yeah. I absolutely love it. It cracks me up. But yeah, he's done stuff like that before, so I imagine he could do the seeds like Cash Cab, so that would be kind of funny. Squash is a really easy one as long as it doesn't cross-pollinate. Hmm. Okay. Does squash hmm. Okay, give me an example of how squash keeps giving, because I don't know. I don't really eat a whole lot of squash. Ask gardening questions to win seeds. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. I don't know, Joe. You might have to do that. I kind of get your point of view now that I thought about it, Mrs. Cosmic, because squash, you can carve out the inside, kind of like a pumpkin, so you can get all those seeds. So they usually have a ton of seeds on the inside, so it makes it really easy to get seeds for the next year or whatever. So I kind of got your point of view on that. I wasn't thinking clearly, I guess. So yeah, that would be a good one. Oh God, are they rotten, King Poobah? Are you in the basement right now, King Poobah? I didn't know we still had 3 in the basement. We did Oh, they're still good? Wow. We hardened off, butternut squash, and oh, he's in the living room. I thought he was in the basement. We hardened off butternut squash, and that was last summer. So, it has not went bad. You have to cut it open to cook. It might as well wash and save the seeds at the same time. Yeah, that would be really cool. Yeah. Um, squash. Yeah. Um, you know what I've wanted to do? I've always wanted to do is I saw this recipe online with butternut squash, and they cut it in half and they put lentils and stuff like that in the center and sausage, stuff it, and then they take the other half, put it on top, and then they tie it together with rope, and then they roast it. Um, I think that would be good. Oh yeah, marigolds keep giving. And marigolds are really important to have in your garden because they smell. They repel bugs. So, and they're pretty. So you could definitely that could definitely be the seeds that keep giving, because at the end of the year or when they're spent, they get rid of their seeds, and you can have a ton of seeds next year. So, yeah, yeah. This one particularly, I don't know why they did it, but they put the other half on top of it and then they tied it together with rope. And it did look pretty good. I can't though remember if I've ever had lentils. So I don't know if I would like it. Do they taste like a rice? I don't know. I've never had them before. Yeah, that is a really cool star. Marigolds are forever. Yeah, they are. Yeah, nasturtiums are really good too, and a lot of people don't know that you can eat the flower, which is really cool. Um, lentils taste like peas to me. Interesting. So I may like lentils. I don't think I've ever had them. So, yes, the jumbo sunflowers, or I don't know, it depends on what you get. There is Mongolian sunflowers, and those get huge. And I'm sure definitely that those would keep giving because they're freaking huge. Are they easy to cook? Do they Stephanie, do they taste like peas? Oh, leeks, huh? I've never grown leeks. I don't know why. I love onions and stuff. So I don't know why I've never grown leeks. But hey, Howie, thank you for coming in. Appreciate you. There are brown and red and yellow lentils. I like the red for Indian food, but I think the brown tastes the best. Yeah, I'm planting the sunflowers right after our frost date. I can't plant them yet. So it would have to be like after May 8th. Right now, I got plants out there that can handle the frost. So I have pak choi, I have kohlrabi, and peas out there right now. Yeah, at the end of the year, we always pull the sunflowers and then just toss them over to the birds, and the birds eat them. They love them. Have you ever I saw it, where was it? Baker Creek, I think, had it to where they roasted a sunflower head. Has anybody had that in here? And is it good? I don't know. I was kind of leery of it. I'm like, there's some stuff I'm not gonna eat. But I was curious if it was good. And a pile of turkey feathers out there. Yes, we tried. We tried to clip our turkey's wings tonight, and my husband lost control of her, and we had a bunch of feathers everywhere. So not yet, might try. Seen videos on it roasted. Yeah, I was just curious if anybody's tried it, if it's good. I don't know. I just thought it was weird. I've never heard of anybody eating an entire sunflower head. Yeah, it's weird. I don't think I would. I don't know. I don't know if I'd want to eat one. Weird. I got most of the smaller sunflowers, darn turkeys. Never had it seen. It's supposed to taste like corn. Oh, okay. Supposed to taste like corn, huh? I might try it because I can't eat corn and I still love the taste of corn. But hmm, put a sunflower beside your pillow and the truth shall be known to you during your sleep. Interesting. Sunflowers are really, really interesting. Hmm. Lost control. New meaning to losing control while under the influence of wild turkey. Yeah, so what's going on is my turkey is laying eggs. Like she does this every year. And so she lays eggs in my son's he has this, I don't know, it's a toy, but there's little obstacles and stuff in it, and there's a slide. It's like it's not a jungle gym, but you know what I mean. And it's made out of plastic, but the bottom is like anybody can get in it. It gets for fun, you know. But the turkey thinks it's her house. So every year she builds a nest in there and lays her turkey eggs. Well, she couldn't this year because we're moving everything out and we expanded the garden. And she's quite upset about that and keeps wandering around. And yeah, she keeps getting in the garden and she's causing damage. So the book Sleeping with Sunflower is worthwhile read. A worthwhile read. Okay. I'll have to check that out too. It's neat. Hmm. Queen turkey. Yeah. My turkeys have lots of personality. They're funny. Okay, guys. So thank you guys for coming in tonight. Thank you for participating in my little giveaway. I can't really afford to give away too much right now. But hopefully you guys stick as members to the channel and help support my channel. Um, and my membership is only 99 cents a month. That's $12 a year. So it's inexpensive. And I have lots of different videos right now. I'm doing a back to basics series where I'm teaching people just the basics of planting. So check that out. I have herbal discussions on there. I have people, my members, I'm doing different things. Tammy wrote or did a thing on how to do an ebook. I have Bob on there who was teaching how to do emergency candles. So I have lots of different things for members on there. Not to mention, I share a lot. I share a lot of pictures. You have the emojis in chat. And I think I'm going to start a new thing where, like, maybe Friday nights or something, we will do like a karaoke thing. So I'm not quite sure yet. I know that Will It Grow and Cajun, they both do karaoke. So I thought if I did it as a members only, it wouldn't be so public. I don't want it to seem like I'm copying them, because that's not the case, but I love to sing. So I thought it'd be fun to do like a karaoke thing for members only. Yeah, it's so funny. A lot of people think that turkeys are stupid. With my experience with turkeys, they're really smart. Yeah. Yeah, they really are underestimated for sure. But yeah, so join the poop troop. Like I said, it's 99 cents a month. A lot of fun. I hopefully by the end of this year, I will be way up in subscribers. I don't know. We'll see. But like I said, I'm always looking for new members. And it's super inexpensive. We all have a lot of fun here. What else? I did some short videos today. Some of them are funny. No, I actually have a singing channel, but I don't advertise it. So sometimes I spend a lot of my time over on that channel when I just need to decompress, I guess. Thanks for coming in, Gunslinger. And why are you not a wrench? What the hell was going on here? I've had you for a wrench for a long time. It's weird. Grammy Karen's back. Thank you for being a member, Grammy Karen. That's really sweet of you. We love you. I don't know. I don't know. It could be a lot of people. I don't know. I'm not part of the Blue Band group for now. That's so weird. Yeah, I do sing. I don't know. I'm kind of shy. I don't seem like it, but I'm a very bashful person and I get embarrassed really easily, I guess. So, hold on. I'll put my other channel out there if you guys are interested. It's not anything spectacular. And see me singing, it's just like me singing. It's not like anything completely spectacular or anything. So yeah. Oh, thank you, Rebel. I was gonna put it. It's my other channel. And Rebel already put it out. I was going to put it out, but Rebel put it out already. Yeah, I just don't show my face on it. That's all, Eagle. Hope everyone is amazing Thursday. Back to work tomorrow. Ugh, karaoke. Yeah, I thought karaoke be fun as like a members only thing. I just got to figure out a time to do it. And yeah. And I can't. The thing is my husband's home every 3 weeks. And he has like 5 days off in a row. And usually it hits like on the weekends. So I don't want to like commit to this Friday thing and then have to take up time with him because, so. But yeah, you don't have to subscribe to that other channel if you don't want to. It's not that spectacular. So. Oh, thank you, Mrs. Cosmic. That's really nice of you. By the way, oh my God. And yes, I was going to leave, but now I'm not. Mrs. Cosmic, it's so funny that you said you got a metal detector because we have one too. I got my husband one for Christmas. So, it would be like really cool if we could get together, maybe in New Hampshire or somewhere, and do metal detecting because that's totally cool. Well, Gunslayer, you'd have to be a member. So if you're interested, we would maybe we'll do it like once a month or something. I'll figure it out. It'll be something fun that we can all do just to chill and maybe kick back, have a couple drinks and whatever. I have not been drinking because I've lost like 11 pounds. So I want to keep moving forward with that. All right. Thank you, Graham and Karen, for being a member. I really appreciate it. And thank you all for being here tonight. And I will be on tomorrow afternoon, 10 a.m. for Turds Day. So you can come and see me at 10 a.m. And then I will be on Friday with the Blue Ribbon Canning Show. That is at 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So a lot of fun. And so thank you all for being here. And you have a good night. And see you next time.